Hi everybody, welcome to Hooked on Onyx, a show about all things Onyx where we learn a little bit about the people behind your coffee. I'm your host, Alika, and today we have a very special guest, Andy Mineo.
Good evening.
Good evening indeed, Andy.
Always a good time for coffee.
It's good to have you here.
I've had a blast. I didn't know Northwest Arkansas could be this cool.
Yep.
Big shout out to the Walmart family.
Big shout out indeed. Andy, I feel like we've been talking about this for years, and it just feels so great to finally get you onto the program. Was this your first time in Northwest Arkansas?
I believe so. I may have come through to do a show in the past. The airport felt familiar, but I definitely didn't get to see it like this.
Right.
I got taken to some of the best food, best coffee, and this experience has been mind-blowing to say the least. Did not know Arkansas had so much sauce.
Did you get lost in the sauce while you were here?
Never.
Never?
You never get lost in the sauce.
It kept your head about you.
That's right.
It's been great having you. Obviously I didn't know you before. With the short amount of time I've gotten to know you, it's been a lot of fun. Really happy to have you on, to collaborate, and I'd just love to get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I am a lover of all things done with excellence, and I think that epitomizes Onyx. You guys care a lot about the little things, and I love coffee, and the fact that those two worlds came together was like a no-brainer for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. So how were you first introduced to Onyx? How did you hear about us?
I believe it was through a good friend, Propaganda. Okay. Who's also a hip-hop artist, poet, and he's the one who actually got me into coffee, like craft coffee.
Right.
And kind of showed me that, like, kind of the depth and range that coffee could have, outside of my limited experience of, like, your regular Folgers or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he introduced me to that world, and then, you just, like anything, you start getting deeper into it, and you start seeing who the major players are, who the people who do it the best are.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think they sent me an Advent box.
Oh,
that had like 300
different
roasts in there, and I mean, what a mind-blowing box and packaging, and like, that was what really piqued my interest, was that you guys, it's like an Apple box, like you get your phone, but you like kind of want to keep the box too, because it's so beautiful.
Absolutely.
I was like, whoa, these guys are next level, and then the coffee was fantastic, so that was the intro, and
that's awesome. I didn't realize you had gotten the Advent box. That's a wonderful way to get introduced to any roaster. I mean, you just straight up get, 25 different coffees.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have gotten Southern Weather or some other stuff before that. And I thought that those boxes, with the embossed and debossed stuff were incredible.
Absolutely.
But then the Advent came and, my socks are somewhere. My dry fits are somewhere in Southwest Arkansas.
Well, kind of running into that, so what has been your favorite Onyx coffee so far, be it in the Advent or anything you've had, previously or while you've been here?
Yeah. I just had some sort of geisha this morning that was given to me, and I was like, whatever this is.
The Cafe Immaculata Natural Geisha. Absolutely.
That was mind-blowing.
Which cafe did you try that at?
We tried that at the headquarters, which I don't know which part of town that is. What is that?
Be Downtown Rogers.
Downtown Rogers.
Yep.
That was incredible.
That's awesome.
And it's been really cool for me to see how the flavor evolves, like the temperature of the coffee.
Right.
As it starts coming down and you get in that like sweet spot where you can guzzle it.
Yeah.
It is like chef's kiss.
The really good things are, great throughout the entire experience, and it's exactly the same way with a good cup of coffee. I'm glad you got to try that one before you left.
Yeah.
That's absolutely one of my favorite coffees we have right now.
So good.
That's so cool.
Only second to Happy Sips.
Absolutely.
Our signature blend together.
The signature Happy Sips. So as you've gotten to spend your time here in Northwest Arkansas, I feel like, we haven't been collaborating with Prop for all that long, and so for you to have gotten involved with Onyx, with him, you've just dived headfirst into specialty coffee.
Yeah.
What has been the most surprising thing about the specialty coffee industry or coffee culture that you've discovered since you've been a part of it?
It was surprising for me to know that there was barista competitions,
Oh, yeah.
and especially coffee world.
Yeah.
That was fascinating to learn, and how deep the subculture goes for real. It was also just fascinating to learn information like the most expensive cups
Yeah.
of coffee, will still be way more approachable than the most expensive wines or, liquors and things like that. So in the
Right.
beverage world, you can get the best of the best for, $10 a cup of coffee or something like that, or 15
the ceiling's not quite as high as some of these other industries.
Right. So it's fascinating to see such like a daily beverage that like the world drinks have all these different levels and tiers and enjoyment.
I mean, you can have a glass of wine in the morning.
You can. It's noon somewhere. That was fascinating to me. I love the fact that Onyx, something that I learned, was when you're getting beans, like you're getting these from certain regions of the world that are not American and not white.
Yeah.
And you're selling to a lot of times that America and white
Right.
culture. And so to see that Onyx cares about like understanding their place in that and like being transparent and paying farmers like really fair wages and stuff, that was really cool to me to see that there's a heartbeat behind just like making good stuff, but doing it with a bit of a moral compass. I thought that was really cool.
Right.
So yeah, there's just like anything, there's levels, and
Right.
I've kind of dove in the deep end this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been fun. I don't know how many other people just get to just dive in quite as much,
Yeah.
or as many people who just like soak it in the way you have.
Yeah.
It's been really fun to see. When is your favorite time to drink a cup of coffee?
Mine is definitely like mid-morning. So I like to go work out in
Okay.
the morning.
So not like right when you wake up.
Nah,
Okay.
no. I like to have my coffee like with my breakfast.
Nice.
So I want to earn my breakfast. I want to work
Okay,
out.
yeah.
And then once I get that meal ready, because I'll have toast or something, and I just think like that stuff pairs well. So
Nice.
I wait, and then midday, if I get a little pick me up, I need a little pick me up. I'm gonna do something iced maybe.
Okay. What's your favorite way to make your coffee?
I love to do a pour over. So
Nice.
I'll do a pour over with, I had the Fellow kettle,
Nice.
the gooseneck
Yeah.
kettle, some of their stuff, the Stag setup.
Awesome.
So I use them, and I think that just gives me like the cleanest taste, I guess. I don't know
Yeah.
if that makes sense, but I used
No, it
to do
absolutely
stuff
does.
like the plungers, and that would be very sludgy, and
It just like coats the tongue versus when you brew it differently through like this Stag. It is brighter,
yeah.
sweeter. It doesn't quite stick to, it's not as cloying as
Yep.
some of these other
Yep.
brew methods can be.
So when I say clean, that's how I describe it, but
Yeah.
I love that.
That's a good description.
But I don't discriminate.
Yeah.
Take it anyway.
Anyway, anytime.
Yeah, for real.
Usually when I'm thirsty.
Yeah. Well, it dehydrates me, so I gotta be careful not to have too much, and like also offset it with a ton of water.
Yeah.
Usually,
Absolutely. No, that makes sense. I'll sometimes do it like before I work out, just like a small cup.
Really?
Yeah, kind of like a pre-workout.
I get afraid that I'll like lock up because
Yeah.
it makes me feel like I dehydrate.
I got you. I can see that.
But I know some people do coffee and work out all day. I feel like I'm gonna catch the meanest cramp and do like, roll on the ground. I just, I don't even come near.
The trick is you start with a geisha in the morning. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. You don't cramp with geishas.
No?
No.
What's so beautiful about the geisha? Like, you gotta tell me though, for real.
No, so the geisha varietal, so there's
Isn't that
like,
a Japanese phrase, like a to be geisha?
so that is a Japanese phrase, not in the sense, that's not where it originated in terms of its, the varietal of coffee. So that's kind of I guess a misconception. Like we hear geisha, and I also thought initially of Japanese
Japan,
culture,
yeah.
but it's actually just the name of this varietal of coffee.
Got it.
So it's the most award-winning varietal of coffee. It sets records for auctions, things like that. But it's known for being very tropical fruit, very sweet, and very floral. So it's just traditionally very clean coffee in
Yeah.
general. Very fruity, very sweet, and floral. A lot of complexity. So
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know that it prevents cramping, but I like to think so.
It's whatever you want it to be.
It's whatever you want
It's
it
an
to be.
expensive cup.
It is that. So let's learn a little bit about Happy Sips.
Yo, yeah.
I love the packaging, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll get some shots of this. Yeah, I would love to know about, well, first, why don't you tell us a little bit about Minor League?
Yeah. So Minor League is essentially a creative agency. It's a little bit of everything right now. It does management for me and my other artist, Words Played.
Okay.
And it also is kind of like the creative engine behind everything we do. So my artwork, my packaging, my marketing side, my rollouts for my albums,
Yeah.
art direction, everything, music videos. So Minor League is a collection of these people, and conceptually the name came from miners. Minor League is obviously like the baseball reference people get, but it's spelled minor as in like coal mining. Miners are the people who go into...
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. Yeah, miners, M-I-N-E-R, are
Yeah.
people that go into dangerous places of the world to
Okay.
excavate treasure for people. They
cool.
excavate things that are valuable, coal, gold,
Yeah.
silver. They bring it out to the world and they share it with them, and they get to value it and enjoy it. And so
Absolutely.
we feel like
Wow.
the job of the artist is to like dig deep,
Mm-hmm.
and find beautiful things and bring it to the world and let them enjoy it. So it's a group of people that do that. We're committed to, searching for inspiration, searching for good things to share, resources. And the way that we do that is, we make great art, but we also value rest, and we also value community. And so every year we try to go on a minor league creative field trip, and we pick a location. We go and we dive and we immerse ourselves somewhere to be, rested physically, mentally, spiritually, and to get inspired. And so I feel like to be a really good creative, you have to have, you have to put out great work, but you have to fill your mind with great ideas.
Yeah.
And that is what my project Happy Thoughts, which is what this coffee is based off of, came from, was our creative field trip to Japan.
Okay.
So right before the pandemic, we went to Japan. We did like 10 days. We did Tokyo, we did Kyoto.
Oh, wow.
And we went and we just tried incredible ramen,
Yeah.
coffee, clothing stores, took in the
Get some
nature. Yep. Went to the onsens, just had a lot of incredible experiences.
Wow, that's great.
And, one of our biggest influences, like Steve Jobs, like he would always vacation there. He'd always take trips there and go back continuously. And so we know the people that we're inspired by were super inspired by Japan.
Yeah.
So they would go and we've fallen in love with it. And so that inspired Happy Thoughts, the project, which is my newest project out right now. And Happy Sips is the collaboration with you guys around that project and this cup.
Yeah, so at what point, well, that is super cool. So it was this trip with minor leagues to gain inspiration that directly led to the creation of this project.
That's right.
And so at what point, I guess, of Happy Thoughts did Happy Sips come about?
Yeah. So Bear over at Onyx reached out.
I think I've heard of
You
him.
heard of this guy?
Yeah.
He's a good kid. He was like, hey, we love the project.
Yeah.
I know you're super into coffee. Like, we should come together. This is like a clear branding, association that's like a no-brainer. And I was like, I love what you guys do. He's like, I love what you do. Let's do it. So in putting together the package, he came up with the name Happy Sips. Obviously, we got the minor league logo up top, a little bit of the story of how we made the collaboration and the project Happy Thoughts. And on the front, this is similar to the album cover from Happy Thoughts.
Yeah.
These are the kawaii versions of me. The whole album and the rollout was kawaii cartoon artwork, which is a very Japanese style. And so that's why it's on there.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought the M was for Minium.
Nope. Minor league.
Okay.
Yep.
It's they're pretty close together.
They're close.
They're close together.
Some similar letters there. And obviously the minor league logo is this M, but this time around it had some of the Japanese stylization to it for this project. So
Yeah, I really dig this artwork. I really dig the story behind it. I can very much relate to that, like how that culture resonating with, enhancing things,
Yeah.
make things a little bit better, craft, tying that into. And I love that transition, not only just from, well, then I just want to make things better, I just want to do things really well, but to happy thoughts. Like doing it, but also being happy.
This project is a holdover to my next project, Neverland 2.
Okay.
And happy thoughts in the Neverland universe are the thing that give you the energy to fly. You have to find your happy thought. And so I thought hip hop, good ramen, good friendship, being inspired, those all give me happy thoughts. And so that's what we named the project after. And Neverland 2 on the way.
On the way.
OT dubs.
So, who is Happy Sips for?
So Happy Sips, I think, would probably be for someone who is getting into craft or specialty coffee.
Okay.
It's a bit of a middle ground because it's a blend. So what that means for people who might not know is that there's 2 different regions of the world that you're taking coffee from, and those 2 different regions have different attributes to their flavor. So the Colombia would probably be, and you could probably tell people better than I could, Colombia is going to have a little more body and like chocolatey approach, and then Ethiopia, which is going to have a lot more floral and like fruity flavors. So it's kind of a middle of the road modern coffee blend. And if it's brewed right, I think it'll be really tasty. So I made it for your audience, who really likes coffee already, and for people who are trying to just get into, let me buy a bag of something I've never done before, grind it, and try a new process. So I think it'll reach a lot of people that are trying to get in.
So getting everything all finalized, put together, you've got your Happy Sips beans, happy thoughts here on the label. Does this give you happy thoughts?
For sure.
Or was this a happy sip that you've got right here?
Very happy sip going on. Here's the truth.
Yeah.
I'm very unhappy when I don't have coffee. It's called the caffeine headache. It's called break out the aspirin.
Okay.
It's called don't talk to me for a day if I don't have coffee, which makes me happy. Not only is it tasty, but like I'm full on addicted at this point and I need my shot of caffeine.
And it's tasty too.
And it's tasty.
That's great. That's great. Andy, here on Hooked, we always like to unbox some stuff.
Yep.
I hear you're a big fan of sneakers.
Very much so.
A little thing or two about the sneaker game.
Today I'm in Crocs because I'm comfy wumph, but I am a sneaker guy.
I heard Crocs are hot right now, so.
They are, and Crocs sent me these, and I got on board after that.
That's super cool. Crocs has never sent me any Crocs, so if you're watching Crocs, I'm ready for them. So you have put together something pretty cool, combining your love of sneakers and I guess your just general natural creativity. You've done something cool, right? We've got a cool box over here.
Yeah, shout out to Bear again. He knows I'm into sneakers, so he wanted to do a customized pair of, I think these are Air Maxes. And this is my first time seeing them. So, let's see what we got here. Oh boy.
Dang.
Check it out. Check it out. Dang. All right, let's break these.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, so we have an Air Max, which is a classic silhouette, done in some of these more like neutral tones. I wanted to make sure when I was talking to Bear, I was like, hey, just grab something that you can put on with anything, And so I feel like these colors will allow you to rock no matter what you're wearing. I'm not a guy who likes to match my shoes with like stuff I'm wearing. I like to be just in the vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Like colors kind of work together.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, just be in the vicinity, man. So on the tongue, this says Minio. These say Onyx. So the Onyx Minio collabs, obviously an Air Max is a no-brainer of a silhouette. We
Did
got
you
the
also
gum
know
bottom.
that the Air Max is a very popular barista shoe?
Is it?
Yeah.
For real? Mm-hmm. Is it because it got the air bubble that'll give you,
You got the
some
air
comfort
bubble,
while
you
you're
got some
standing?
support, you got some comfort while still having some street style.
Fantastic. Air Max, I don't have a ton of Air Maxes at the house.
Yeah.
So this would be one of the few pairs I have. But yeah, we went with this colorway, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna kind of in a way do like a golden ticket. I'm gonna sign
Okay.
a paper, and I'm gonna put it in one of these boxes that we're selling. And so the goal is, if you end up unboxing Happy Sips and have that signed paper from me, we're gonna go ahead and send you a pair of these as a way of just saying thank you for picking up Happy Sips and being part of the collaboration.
Dang.
Yeah.
So one of two Onyx Minio Air Maxes
That's right. Will be in existence.
will be in
And
existence.
you can have a pair just by picking up a delicious bag of coffee, the Happy Sips Onyx collaboration.
So this box itself, we've got the bag here. It's gonna be signed by Mr. Andy Minio.
Yeah, I'll sign it now.
Let's
We
do
got
it.
a marker.
You saw it here first. The golden ticket idea,
You saw that?
popularized by Mr. Michael Scott, I believe, in the popular sitcom.
Or Willy Wonka. This won't affect the beans inside with a marker, will it?
Oh, it won't. No.
No, because this bag is like super secure.
The bag is super secure. It is home compostable with a one-way valve that lets air out but doesn't let it in, so no Sharpie smell inside your beans.
All right. I'm gonna send a little message.
Okay. I love it. Your handwriting is so much better with a Sharpie than mine would be.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Is your handwriting like a dude?
I mean, my handwriting is bad anyways, so give it just the big fat Sharpie marker and it doesn't happen.
Boom. This is what's going on. Think happy thoughts, Andy Minio.
Think happy thoughts.
If you end up getting this in your box, that means you have won a pair of Air Maxes.
We're also gonna put some secret drawing on here from Andy. So once you secure the bag, you will email bear, B-E-A-R, at onyxcoffeelab.com with the picture of the bag,
Yeah.
as well as your shoe size. Nike Air Maxes, remember.
Trick. But yeah, you probably are true to size in these. Let me find out.
Let's see.
See how this feels. 10 and a half?
Yeah.
True to size. True.
Can we get some action in these? You wanna,
Some baller
yeah.
action? Yeah, I'll
Can
take
you do any sick tricks with them?
sick tricks. You got a skateboard on deck? What are we doing?
Maybe. We can find one.
Any sick tricks? Yeah, I can
A
parkour
little bit
in
of
these.
yeah, a little bit of some like small parkour, micro
Parkour.
parkour. We can do that. We can catch that on cam.
Nothing like lacing up a fresh pair with
That's
the gum
great.
bottom.
And this could be you lacing up your fresh pair of Onyx Andes
Some Air
with
Mini,
your golden ticket bag.
some Air Minios.
Air Minios.
Either way. Either way,
Are you about to wear these out of here?
I think I'm wearing these home.
Okay, do it.
Yeah. I'm getting on the plane to go back home, and I gotta be a big stepper through the airport.
Thank you, Andy. This has been a lot of fun. Just
Yeah.
happy to see the shoes. Happy to talk about some coffee and these projects. Learn about minor leagues and how to separate it from the Minio M.
Yeah.
So
Two
I've
different
learned
things.
a lot. Hopefully, you've learned a lot while you've been here.
I have.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. We've had some happy sips. We've had some happy chats.
That's it.
Yeah.
And obviously, this is going to be available for all you guys at home to pick up soon. You can go to onyxcoffeelab.com and you can order Happy Sips, try it for yourself. Let us know how you're feeling about it. And obviously, we're going to be giving away a pair of Nike Air Maxes that were customized for this project. to one person who gets the lucky golden ticket autograph box
The
bag.
lucky, yes, the person who secures that bag.
Yeah. So make sure you follow Onyx Coffee Lab.
OnyxCoffeeLab.com, Andy Minio, and pay attention to when this this coffee drops, and secure that bag.
Yeah. Thank you, man. It's fantastic.
Thanks for being here.
More happy
Cheers.
sips.
Thanks, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe.